Hey guys, so we're gonna draw another animal. This time I thought we would do some big cats, a lion, and maybe a tiger. Let's try it out. In my drawing book here, it's got lots of stuff about drawing animals and big cats. It's got kind of this nice, I thought this was a pretty simple step-by-step that you can make really complex. So I thought we'd try it out. Just that step-by-step there. Alright, let's see if we can look at it. There we go. So, first thing it says to do is draw this kind of strange shape. So, straight line. Two equal vertical lines. And then an X. Notice that I draw softly and I change as I'm going. If I didn't like the way that line looked, I don't have to erase the whole thing. I can gently change it. So that's just some art tips for you. Okay, so then we get two circles and some curves. And we can already see from that step how it's changed into a cat face, from this weird shape to a cat face, like really quickly. That's interesting. So we'll go 1, 2. Try to make these equal, as even as possible. If they're not the same, it's gonna look weird later. Go. And we go curve, curve, curve. This is all the underdrawing, so it's okay if it's sketchy. Soft, soft lines, very gentle. Okay, then we're gonna make a circle around. It goes through here and here. Yeah, and it goes all the way around above size. So a circle goes through here, with this being the center, above the eyes. So see how I draw a circle? I don't just try to draw one circle and be done with it. It's way too hard to draw like that. Okay, then on top we've got the ears. Now this is a boy lion because we're putting a mane on him. So we're gonna go ziggy zaggy. And all the way down, ziggy zaggy. Notice how I'm curving my zigzags to match the side I'm on. On this side I zigzagged this way, and this side I zigzagged the other way. It makes the curve in look more realistic. Alright, here's where we get a little complicated. You see, it wants us to add some very detailed lines here to start making the picture look realistic. So let's just do those one at a time. First, let's add the curved lines under his ears. So, start right above this line and curve over. Same on this side. Curve over. Okay, then it shows it wants a curve above the eye that goes down to the nose on both sides. So we start on the side of the eye, we curve above it, around it, and then out to the side of the nose. So that's the line we want. And I'm drawing it kind of hard so you guys can see. You can do it softer than that. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Curve up, around the eye, and down the side of the nose. It wants us to add little curves right above his eye. So on this side it wants us to do like this. And on this side the opposite, like this. Okay, it wants us to make almost like a heart above his nose, just like a two bump. 1, 2 bump. Make it kind of a heart shape. Boop, boop. And then it wants us to make a little kitty mouth from the middle of the X. Down and curve over on both sides. Okay, so then it seems to want us to erase the guidelines and add some details. So I'm going to just gently erase the guidelines a little bit. I'm not going to erase every guideline, but just the ones that are kind of getting in the way. Let's see. You can leave your guidelines if you want. They don't really hurt anything, but it makes it a little clearer if we get rid of those so we know what to do next. So let's add some lines to help this have a little more detail like this guy. So first I'm going to finish off his nose. I'm going to make a U right there. And then I'm just going to finish the sides of the nose with that U. Gonna add circles in the middle of his eyes for pupils. Make sure again these are exactly the same and they're right in the middle of the circle, otherwise it's gonna get weird, drifty, derpy eyes. Okay, now I'm gonna put some little fur lines to kind of build up the side of his face here. These are just gonna be fur, so they don't have to be perfect or look just like mine, you know. Okay. Some on top of his head here and by his ears. Now the bottom of his chin is going to be fuzzy, so just take that guideline and fuzzy it up a little bit. Make zigzags. We've added some fur lines to the center of his forehead. Okay, let's put little dots on his cheek here. Not too many, don't go crazy, but this is where the whiskers are going to come from. And some whiskers. Okay, I'm going to darken up a little bit his ears. His other ear. And his mane, darken it up some. Just to make it look like it's really there. Alright. So you could keep going. This obviously, they really went for shading it all the way. And you could do that. That's going to be a little bit more advanced technique though. So why don't we try maybe just one more, maybe a tiger face? Yeah, let's do a tiger face real quick. Because I think we could do that. And it will take a little less time since we already did a lion face. Alright, so for the tiger's face, let's see if we can go with this kind of simplified design. Maybe won't take us as long. So for one, it says make 2 kind of almond shaped eyes with a little circle inside. Okay, and then let me draw a line down from each corner. Okay, then we're going to make that curve kind of heart shape. Kind of looks like a weird face right now. And then a U underneath that. And finish that nose. Right, and then under that we just put a little straight line. That's where the little mouth is going to be. Okay, and so then we add the mouth. We can kind of come out. And then we want to curve back in. We're going to make that fuzzy chin ziggy-zaggy. For a tiger, we're not going to have this whole mane. We just have their head that comes down. So we're going to starts about beside their eye and come down. You can add some little lines to make it fuzzy. And the same on the other side. And then ears, one over here, one over here. Now so far this could just be like a weird looking bear, you know, if you look at it. We're gonna have to add stripes to make this look like a tiger, a big cat. But first let's add the top of its head. Finish of this part. Okay, so let's look at some tiger pattern stripes. We give us some ideas here. So it seems like there's always going to be some stripes that curve around the bottom of the eye chin area over here. So let's go ahead and add those in. I'm just making them by kind of squibbling in. And try to make a match on both sides. They don't have to be perfectly symmetrical, but they are going to be similar on both sides. Okay. Seems like they have them on their forehead. Often they'll have little patterns over their eyes. A few. And some on their snout. Again, look how I'm curving the line to match what I'm doing. So there we've got a tiger, pretty simple. I'm gonna go kind of add a little shading to his ear, make him look like they're not so flat. Alright, so we've got our lion and little tiger. Did the tiger a lot quicker because we were practicing. Alright guys,